Yeah, thanks, Andrew. Different for sure. So, when I look back like 12 months ago, AI was something that uh, the staff and people were curious about. They were maybe experimenting personally with AI, using it for kind of their own needs, their own purposes. About 6 months ago, it became really clear that AI was really starting to make it into everyday workflows. People were starting to use it for their job and their work. And the challenge or the concern became is that that was happening without any kind of formal approval, no guidelines or guardrails kind of around that. So the next kind of change was policy. So we've developed a formal AI policy that we use here at the Y. We've designated specific tools that are approved, and we've kind of clearly defined uses for AI here at the Y. Also, it's just not about tools; it's also about mindset. So lots of changes here. We've moved from kind of passive observation to being more intentional in our governance and our enablement. Um, we're also, still encouraging creativity and experimentation, and we want to do that in a safe space with our staff. And then, kind of the final change, and this is big and more organizational, is that we've focused on creating an organizational AI strategy. So, where are we going to go as an organization? How are we going to deliver services, products, and support our communities with AI? And we're doing that through a built out theory of change and a logic model, which is well aligned with our mission, vision, and values.
And for because being a Y, John, I know a lot of people look to San Diego or just other organizations of the what specifically are they looking? Can you speak to what are some of those tools that you've seen kind of come more into the mainstream in your adoption?
Yeah, I think, kind of the tools that staff are using are ways to kind of work smarter, not harder. So, generating documents, analyzing data. So that's kind of what we're seeing internally. From an external perspective, our customers, and this is as we were thinking strategically, our customers have a much higher expectation of rapid service, rapid support, better customer service, easier access to their information. And when you think about how do you deliver that, AI can do that. What are the tools that do that? Agents, bots, and things like that. So lots of work happening, and then lots of change. My team are working daily to build solutions in that space. So that we can do the work of the why better, and then focus on engagement, relations, and connections with people. So kind of that promise of AI, kind of removing some of the mundane work so that we can do the more important work.
Okay. Yeah, helpful. Yeah, I know you talked about some of the support agents and stuff for customers. Those internal tools, is it like ChatGPT and things like that? Like, what do you see people gravitating towards?
Yeah, internally, ChatGPT. One of the things that's also happening internally is that we see, kind of the internet or the public facing GPTs as risky. So the team are looking at how we build out private GPT, so internal GPT that really supports the needs of our staff in the work that they do, the project teams that they're on. We feed that internal GPT a lot of specific information about us, the work we do, our policies, our practices. That specific tool is even in use to help a very specific call center in the Y help people get access to childcare and get approval for the kind of childcare services that they can get. So it's pretty exciting to see where we're going with that.